Hi, I'm Leya, and this is my YouTube Booktube Newbie Tag. I am starting a channel just for the fun of it, and this is just kind of an introduction. Alright, I'm going to go through the questions, some of the questions, not all the questions, but alright, why did you start this channel? Well, I didn't start it originally as a booktube channel. It just kind of came to me one day that maybe I should be doing something more with my YouTube channel, and I decided that this was probably the best way to go. I am a mother of 3 kids, and so there's not a whole lot of time to do a whole lot of stuff. But I also believe that as a reader that it's nice to have different ways for people to discover the books that I think are great. So this is one way to do things. I'm also a writer, and as a writer and a reader, I just thought this was a good option. So we'll see how things go, right? Alright, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to BookTube? Well, as you can see, I am not very put together, so you can probably get a few laughs out of me. If you're one of the older folk who like watching booktube things, or even if you're one of the younger ones that like to make fun of older people, this is probably a good place to be. I also, as a mom of 3 kids, I really can't do like real books because my kids will rip the bookmarks out of them. So I do a lot of Kindle stuff. I've got my little Kindle reader, and that's, you know, that's how I'll be sharing all my books. So you won't see like these book haul videos or anything like that. Just me and my Kindle trying to keep the kids from tearing it apart. Let's see, skip that one. Why do you love reading? Well, I've loved reading ever since I was a kid. I just loved exploring new worlds and diving into magic and finding new things and going on adventures and falling in love, and you know, everything that you love about a good book. So especially fantasy and sci-fi, that's kind of been my thing for ages. So that's why I love reading. I used to stay up nights with the night light and read. Might try to sneak read so my parents didn't know, which was silly because they did, but but it felt naughty, and I'm kind of one of those good girls, so that was kind of my rebellious thing. What book or series got you into reading? That was hard because, you know, I don't really remember when I started reading or what books were my first. I can tell you that the Lord of the Rings trilogy is one that stands out in my memory as being one of the first books that really got me like, wow, you know, you can go on these like epic adventures kind of a thing. So I don't know if that answers the question, but let's see. When did you start reading? Well, I guess that was answered in the last question. I don't really know. I was pretty young. I think my mom said I taught myself to read, so I probably started like 4, 5, I don't know. I was young. I don't remember. Where do you read? Well, having 3 kids, again, you find any place you can to read. Sometimes I do it, you know, while I'm sitting on the couch, or you know, like watching the kids, or probably the best place to do it is when I'm waiting at the bus stop for my son to come home from school. So just kind of wherever. What kind of books do you like to read? Well, it happens to be the same kind of books I like to write, which is young adult, fantasy, and sci-fi. Sci-fi, I'm kind of more the light sci-fi. I don't get into like military sci-fi or anything like super heavy. So that's what I write. My tagline is an author of clean young adult fiction with at least a touch of magic and romance. And so that's what I look for in stories, although I do occasionally venture outside of those. I also want to add the fun and unique things that I'm adding to Booktube. Why I'm starting this channel. Bloopers. I just wanted to say that, you know, I'm challenging myself. I'm not really super comfortable in front of a camera. And I don't have very many days of the week where I feel like I look super presentable or anything like that. So I'm kind of challenging myself to just get out there and do something a little different. We'll see where it takes us. And I won't be editing any of these things, so you'll see a lot of bloopers. Alright, well, that's it. That's me. That's Angel Leya, and I hope you enjoyed this little intro, and I hope you'll stick around to see what kind of books I like. Alright, talk to you later. Bye.